Hello, everyone. My name is Rick Lyon, and I'd like to talk to you about a subject that's on all of our minds lately: war. Many things conspire to plunge mankind into war and bloodshed. Peace is not the natural tendency of the human race. However, peace is the social yardstick measuring civilization's cultural advancement and mankind's spiritual progress. Spiritually, we are created in the image of God, but physically, we are more animalistic in nature. Peace is the nature of God. Violence is the law of nature. War is violence carried on by the group. War is a reaction to misunderstandings and disagreements, to the thirst for power, or the need for resources. Peace depends upon civilized solutions to these problems and difficulties. War, for all of its horror and destruction, has also been a driver of civilization, which I know sounds contradictory. In the past, war would cause social changes and the adoption of new ideas. We enjoy a long list of innovations which were first wholly military, but later used for good. Medical advances, GPS, computers, disaster response, satellites, weather radar, all were created due to wars or rumors of war. The destruction of both the victor and the vanquished often led to treaties to prevent war. Look at Japan and America today. War had social value in the past because it imposed discipline, enforced cooperation, created organization, and stimulated innovation and invention. It rewarded courage and created leadership. Past wars promoted travel and cultural exchange. But today we have better, more peaceful methods of transport and communication. Trade and commerce are the greatest peacemaking institutions. It isn't good business to kill your customer or your supplier. Ancient warfare destroyed weaker or peace-loving groups of people. But today war destroys our best and brightest. It created heroes, but also widows and orphans. War made a few men wealthy, but caused abject poverty for thousands of others. Ancient warriors believed in a God of battle, but modern man has learned that God is love and the Father of all people. If you believe in the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of mankind, we should make war no more. Doctors once believed bloodletting was a cure for many diseases. No doubt they told the patient to follow the science. But they have since discovered the harm caused by such treatment. And so must the international bloodletting of war be replaced by better methods of curing the ills of the world's governments. War is strong medicine, and while it may cure some social problems, it often kills the patient. Do not make the mistake of glorifying war. Rather, consider what it has done for and to society, so that we may visualize better ways to contribute to the advancement of civilization. Old-fashioned war did select the naturally great men for leadership, but modern war no longer does this. To discover leaders, society must now turn to the instruments of peace, industry, science, and social achievement. People will never accept peace as a normal way of life until we have been thoroughly and repeatedly convinced that peace is the best thing for our material wealth and mental well-being. However, idealism can never survive if the idealists permit themselves to be exterminated by evil, corrupt, and selfish members of society. National survival, group survival, demands military preparedness, and only religious idealism can prevent the distortion of preparedness into aggression. Often the religionist must defend the helpless. Today, the nations of the world are ruled by people who have a lot of ideas, but they are sorely lacking in ideals. Socialism claims that man does not need God, but this godless philosophy, along with the greed of materialism, will only lead to unrest, conflict, suffering, poverty, and war. The Greek philosopher Rodin of Alexandria once said, quote, "There are times when I believe I must fight for the defense of my concept of righteousness. But all too often, when we battle for the right, it turns out that both the victor and the vanquished has sustained defeat," unquote. And that is the Lyon Truth. Thank you.